Good evening, all. I welcome you all to the third day of Dosh Charcha National Webinar. So let's start the first scientific session of the third day. So as you all know, just begin our session with a prayer.
Namami Dhanvandarim Adidevam Surasurer Vandita Padapatmam Loke Jararuk Bhayamrityunasham Dadaramisham Vividhoshadhina Sudarshana Sudha Kumbha Jaluka Shankha Panaye Adi Vaidyaya Haraye Shri Dhanvandaraye Namaha.
So once again, I welcome you all delegates, faculty members, and distinguished guests for the third day scientific session. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Pradipta ma'am to introduce regarding the session and the resource person. Over to you, ma'am.
धन्यवाद बैट्सी मैम। नमस्कार सभी का साइंटिफिक सेशन फिफ्थ में जो है वो मैं हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। आज के साइंटिफिक सेशन का टाइटल है मेटेरियलाइजेशन ऑफ दोषा। हमारे इस साइंटिफिक सेशन के रिसोर्स पर्सन डॉक्टर पी गौरीशंकर सर हैं। सर completed his BMS from Madras University and his MD from Mysore University, has teaching experience for more than 3 decades and has more than 10 publications in his credits and has more than 10 research works. He is also the chairman of Vagbhatasarani Trust and also member BOS Ayurveda PG Clinical KUHS, member BOE Ayurveda PG RGUHS and also member in KNRUHS and also has been research guide for PG studies for 9 years. He has also guided many PG scholars during his teaching career. He is also a renowned scholar in the field of Ayurveda for more than 3 decades. अब मैं डॉक्टर बेट्सी को रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि वो सेशन के को चेयरमैन और चेयरमैन से हमारा परिचय कराएं। डॉक्टर बेट्सी। Dr. Betsy.
Thank you, Doctor. Today's session is co-chaired by Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Shukla. Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Shukla, he is currently working as professor in the Department of Dravya Guna. He has teaching experience of 22 years and research experience of 24 years. He has published around 11 research papers in various journals. He has appeared as resource person in more than 20 national and international conferences, workshops, symposia, seminars, and CMA. He has been awarded with various awards in the field of Ayurveda for his excellent research work. He has also published a book on the subject of Dravya Guna. Hello, Pradipta ma'am.
Yes, Dr.
Yes,
Betsy,
ma'am.
you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, madam.
Hello.
आप audible हैं. Dr. Betsy.
You can hear me, sir. Hello, sir. This session is chaired by Dr. Mahesh Vyas. He is the Dean and Head, Department of Basic Principle, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. He's having teaching experience of 25 years. Sir has published more than 171 research papers in various national and international seminars. He is also a member of various national committees. Sir has delivered more than 500 lectures in national and international conferences. So, team Dosh Charcha, welcome you both. And over to Dr. Pradipta for the session.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर बेट्सी. अब मैं हमारे साइंटिफिक सेशन के रिसोर्स पर्सन डॉक्टर पी गौरीशंकर सर को सेशन के लिए आमंत्रित करती हूँ. डॉक्टर पी गौरीशंकर सर.
Namaste. Namaste. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. Namaste. Namaste to all. Agadirogan, Satadanushaktan, Asheshakaya Prasudan, Asheshan, Ulsukya Moharididan Jakana, Yopurva Vidyaya, Namostu Dasmai. Let me share my screen. Just 1 minute. Hello. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Is it visible properly, full screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, good afternoon to all of you. So, I am here presenting my paper on the materialization of dosha. Actually, beginners and those who are in the field of Ayurveda, whether they are beginners or middle-aged or old age, they have the same doubt that what is dosha? And all questions are coming towards the same area, that what is dosha? So it is a big question and nobody knows what is question. I mean, what is dosha, to be in a better understanding, or to how to tell, how to convince the other audience that what is dosha. So that is what I am going to do here with my limited knowledge and limited experience. I want to share my own ideas. So everybody used to ask, who am I, who are you, and who are influencing you, who are giving you the food, who are giving you to livelihood, and who is controlling you, who is going to cherish you, who is going to the heaven or to the Swarga. These questions everybody used to ask. So many people are still in a dilemma, what to answer, what is happening, from where I came, from where I am going. I think I am audible properly, and the screen share is also good, it seems. Okay. So everybody used to ask, who am I and who are you, and from where you came from and where you are going to. This is a big question. So to be answered in a my own way. So let me start my presentation with Ayurveda. The first sentence, what I want to express in front of you is Ayurveda, the traditional and natural stream of health science of India. I want to specify that it is traditional. That means for a 10,000 years, it is backing up us, and it is a natural stream of science. From nature, it has come out, and we have observed it and made it as a science. So these are, I want to ask, what is life? The question which I was asking. So I am going to that part with some quotation from our great personalities. First slide. Yes, please.
Nature, I arise today through the strength of heaven, light of sun, radiance of moon, splendor of fire, speed of lightning, swiftness of wind, depth of sea, stability of life, stability of earth, firmness of rock, by Saint Patrick.
So this is a big quotation from Saint Patrick about the nature and what we are seeing per day, every day. Yes, the next one is from Albert Einstein.
Look, look, look deep into nature and you will understand everything. Albert Einstein.
So you have to understand that this is a quotation from Albert Einstein, a great personality. Now we will go to the next quotation.
There is something of the marvelous in all things of nature by Aristotle.
This is also a famous one. Next.
Your deepest roots are in nature. No matter who you are, where you live, or what kind of life you lead, you remain irrevocably linked with the rest of the creation by Charles Cook.
So Charles Cook says that you are irrevocably linked with the rest of creation. That is what we have to understand, that all creations in this year or in this universe is irrevocably linked by one way or in another way. So next one.
You didn't came into this world, you came out of it, like wave from the ocean. You are not a stranger here.
Is it visible? Is this slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, from Mahatma Gandhi also has narrated so many things about the nature. Now we shall go to that.
I want to realize brotherhood or identity not merely with the beings called human, but I want to realize identity with all life, even with such beings as crawl on earth.
From quotation from Ashtanga Hridaya, Api Kidapi Piligam. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi has told in his own way about the nature. Now, next one from Buddha.
Imagine that every person in the world is enlightened but you. They are all your teachers, each doing just the right things to help you learn perfect patience, perfect wisdom, perfect compassion.
Yes, this is from Lord Buddha. Now, next one from Japan. We will just read it.
Every breath we take, every step we make can be filled with peace, joy, and serenity. We need only to be awake, alive in the present moment.
Yes, again, one quotation from Mahatma Gandhi ji.
Each one has to find his peace from within, and peace to be real must be unaffected by outside circumstances.
Yes. So these are some important quotations from great persons which are influencing our thought process, that what is life? Everybody used to ask that, what is life? From where I come from, and from to which place I have to, what is my destiny? So this is the biggest question to be answered since forever, from the beginning of the thought process and it will be continuing till the end of this universe. So what is life is a big question. Now we will go through this quotation, that what is life. Philosophical teachings of ancient traditions such as Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, and Stoicism, or Greek philosophy may shed light on this question: what is life? So we will go to try to answer this question: what is life? Yes, the following steps may give some meaningful answer to the question, what is life? There are some steps to understand what is life. So we will go one by one. Yes, step number one.
Contemplate existential question. Engage in contemplation and introspection to ponder existential questions related to life. Consider questions like, what is the purpose of life? What is the nature of existence? What is the relationship between the individual and the universe?
So this is a question, what is the relationship between the individual and the universe? That is step number one. Now, step number two.
Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. That is, cultivate mindfulness and self-awareness through practices such as meditation and contemplative exercises. These practices allow you to observe your thoughts, emotions, and experiences, leading to a deeper understanding of your own existence and the nature of life.
Yes, we will go to the next step.
Seek guidance from spiritual teachers. That is, connect with spiritual teachers or mentors who have immersed themselves in ancient tradition. Seek their guidance, ask questions, and learn from their wisdom and insights. They can offer guidance and interpretations rooted in ancient thoughts.
So this is the fourth step.
Study nature and the cosmos. That means observe and contemplate the natural world and the cosmos. Ancient thinkers often found inspiration and insights about life through their observation of the cycles, patterns, and interconnectedness of the natural world.
So this is the fourth step, where we have to observe the cycles, patterns, and interconnectedness of the nature world. Now the next step.
Reflect on symbolism and mythology. That means explore the symbolic and mythological narratives of ancient cultures. Symbolism and myths often convey profound truths about the nature of life and its mysteries. Reflect on the archetypes and metaphors present in these stories to gain insights into life's meaning.
So here two words are, we have to keep it in mind. One is symbolism and mythology. So we will go to the next step number 6.
Engage in dialogue and discussion. That is, engage in meaningful conversations with others who are interested in exploring the question of life. Share perspectives, exchange ideas, and challenge each other's thinking. Engaging in dialogue can broaden your understanding and lead to new insights.
So this is step 6. Now the last and foremost step is number 7.
The ancient steps to realize the question, what is life, are not rigid or linear. They are meant to guide your exploration and provide a foundation for your personal journey of understanding. Allow yourself to be open, patient, and receptive to the wisdom and insights that arise along the way.
So these are the 7 steps. We have to keep it in mind, which has happened in the olden age to understand what is life. So we will, with these 7 steps, we will try to understand what is the life and nature, etc., etc. So again, what is life?
According to Indian philosophy, after passing through all the above said 7 steps, 6 schools of thoughts, darshana, have been established. They are Sankhya Darshana, Darshana, Nyaya Darshana, Vaisheshika Darshana, Mimamsa Darshana, and Vedanta Darshana. All the 6 darshanas are utilized in Ayurveda.
So this is a point where I want to say that how that darshana has formed by the previously said 7 steps. We could get different ideas to the different peoples, and they have discussed in widely about their thought processes, and they have come to a conclusion that or concise it to 6 school of thoughts. Beyond that, it was not possible. So they have made into 6 school of thoughts as darshana. Darshana means which I am seeing. What I have seen. So by discussion, it has come to a conclusion of 7 school of thoughts like Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. All these are adopted in Ayurveda in different steps. That also we will go through. So in Ayurveda, Sankhya Darshana is adopted to explain the formation of the universe or body, and the basic structure of universe body is Pancha Mahabhutas. As we used to say that it is Pancha Mahabhuta. Body is Pancha Mahabhuta Samavayi. Like that we used to say. So to explain that, Sankhya Darshana is adopted in Ayurveda. As per Sankhya Darshana, all materials originated from Avyaktam or the Prakriti. As we know, we have learned in the Prakriti Srishti Vikasa Krama, and Prakriti is the origin of everything. That is also there in Sankhya Darshana. Prakriti means it is just energy. Energy, it may not be a kinetic energy, it is just energy. And another thing is Purusha, as per Sankhya Darshana, that is a force, which is maybe we can call it as a kinetic energy also. So these are the 2 factors, Prakriti and Purusha, and union of energy and force, or Prakriti and Purusha, is resulting in a raw material, or it is named as Mahat Tattva. Again, it is a principle of Mahat. Then raw material with the union of force, that means again Purusha. This Mahatattva in combination with Purusha produces the desired shape or desired shape. That is my wordings. Actually in Sankhya Darshana it is told as Ahankara. Aham means myself. Who am I? And what are the specialities with me? So to say that it is Ahankara. And this Ahankara is of 3 types, as everyone of know. Sattviga Ahangara, Rajasa Ahangara, and Tamasa Ahangara. Or in other words, good one, that is Sattviga one, transformer, that is a converter, it is Rajasa Ahangara, and undesirable, that is Tamasa Ahangara. All these 3 Ahangaras must be there for all creations. And Sattviga Ahangara, with the help of Rajasa Ahangara, produce 11 Indriyas, whereas Rajasa Ahangara with Tamasa Ahangara produce 5 basic elements like Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi. So there are some steps in between that. Tanmatra to Bhuta, Bhuta to Mahabhuta. Those steps I am just skipping it. And Sattviga Ahangara with the help of Rajasa Ahangara produces 11 Indriyas. Tamasa Ahangara with the help of Rajasa Ahangara produces Pancha Mahabhutas. 11 Indriyas plus Panchama, 5 basic elements plus Atma in proper ratio results in the living body. That is the darshana or the philosophy or the answer to life, how the body is generated. Now, living body, in other words, we can call it as dhatu. For our better understanding, we will be calling it as dhatu. Okay, Ayurveda, the science of nature. That is, as I was telling in the beginning, Ayurveda, it is a science of life, and it is traditional, and all those things we can attribute to this word Ayurveda. So there are some more puzzles. Some of you can. What is there in the screen? a red light. Okay, so a red light, it indicates so many things. It is a symbolism of so many things that we will read one by one.
When you see a red light or on the road, it symbolizes the following things. Stop. A red light is a universal traffic signal that indicates you must come to a complete stop. Traffic control. Red lights are a part of a traffic control system designed to regulate the flow of vehicles and pedestrians at intersections. Cross traffic. A red light typically means that traffic from other directions will have a green light to proceed. Pedestrian crossing. A red light also indicates that pedestrians may have their way to cross the road. Remember, road safety is a shared responsibility, and obeying traffic signals like red lights help maintain order and protect the safety of all road users.
So red light is a symbolic representation for these 5 things which we have to remember at a glance. So you see, there are so many other points also there. I have just skipped it just for time's sake. So at least minimum these 5 steps or 5 things we have to keep it in mind. And next one is
Yellow light.
an yellow light. So that also indicates so many things that we will see one by one.
When you see a yellow light on the road, there are several important facts to understand. First, warning signal. A yellow light is a cautionary signal that indicates that the signal is about to change from green to red or red to green. Declarate and prepare to stop. When you see a yellow light, it is generally recommended to slow down and prepare to stop. Third, no aggressive acceleration. That is, it is important not to accelerate or speed up when you see a yellow light in an attempt to beat the red light. Fourth, judgment and safety. When encountering a yellow light, drivers must exercise good judgment based on their speed, distance from the intersection, and the surrounding traffic conditions. Remember, the yellow light serves as a warning to drivers to slow down and prepare to stop or start. Always prioritize safety and exercise good judgment when encountering a yellow light on the road.
So red light and yellow light giving some important things which we have to think of. So we will go to the next step, green light. Okay, so that also we will consider here.
When you see a green light on the road, there are several important facts to understand. First, proceed safely. A green light is a signal that indicates it is safe to proceed through the intersection or along the road. Second, right of way. When the light turns green, you have the right of way to proceed through the intersection or along the road, assuming there are no other traffic signals or signs that restrict your movement. Third, be prepared to stop. While a green light indicates it is safe to proceed, circumstances may change quickly. Fourth, traffic flow. Green lights are part of a coordinated traffic control system. The timing of green lights is designed to facilitate smooth traffic flow. It is important to maintain an appropriate distance from the vehicle in front of you to avoid congestion or accidents. Remember, even with a green light, it is essential to drive responsibly. Follow traffic laws and be aware of your surroundings. Green lights indicate that it is your turn to proceed, but always prioritize safety and exercise caution on the road.
So there are 3 signals, red light, yellow light, and green lights, which indicates or symbolizes so many things. So this is a practice that we have to do, or we have to keep it in mind for going to tell what is life. So these are just examples to explain the importance of symbolism in science. So these 3 signals symbolizes as that we have to understand so many steps to understand, and we have to keep it in mind. So we will go some more symbolisms we are going to discuss now. So about sunlight. we will go like that.
Daytime is a period of the day when the sun is above the horizon, providing natural light. Here are some characteristics of daytime. Daytime is characterized by the presence of sunlight. The sun's rays illuminate the earth, providing visibility and allowing us to see our surroundings. Sunlight is generally brighter and more intense during midday when the sun is at its highest point in the sky.
So these are the points which we have to keep it in mind when sunlight is there. It is so many characters are there. Illumination and brightening the nature, etc., etc. So daytime, again, we will go through the next step of understanding of daytime. That means daytime is symbolizing so many things, which we will see. The next step is
Blue sky. During the day, the sky often appears blue, especially on clear days. This phenomenon is caused by the scattering of sunlight by the Earth's atmosphere. The shorter blue wavelengths are scattered more than the longer wavelengths, giving the sky its blue color.
that is modern physical science says so. So daytime also represents, or daytime we can get the blue sky. Now the next step is
Natural illumination. Daytime offers natural illumination, making it easier to engage in various activities and tasks. It allows us to perform outdoor tasks, enjoy recreational activities, and experience the world around us without relying heavily on artificial lighting.
yes, recreations, perform outdoor tasks because light is there. So these are the things which we will be getting in daytime. Again, we will go further.
Warmer temperatures. In many regions, daytime is associated with warmer temperatures. The sun's rays heat the Earth's surface during the day, leading to higher temperatures. The highest temperatures are typically experienced during the afternoon.
So this is another point which we have to keep it in mind during the daytime. So next one, circadian rhythms.
Circadian rhythms. Daytime plays a crucial role in regulating our circadian rhythms. Exposure to natural daylight during the day helps to synchronize our biological clock, promoting wakefulness and alertness. It signals to our bodies that it's time to be active and engaged.
2 points, wakefulness and alertness. That will be happening more at daytime than nighttime. Again, another step.
Active wildlife. Daytime is when many animals and birds are active. Diurnal species such as humans, most birds, and many mammals are adapted to be active during the day. Daytime provides optimal conditions for hunting, foraging, and socializing.
Yes. Now, again,
Peak human activity. Daytime is when human activity is typically at its peak. Many individuals work, attend school, and engage in various recreational activities during daytime hours. Daytime offers a conducive environment for productivity and social interaction.
so all the activities are more or at peak in daytime. That is the point which I want to make clear. Yes, next one.
Solar energy. Daytime is the only period when solar energy can be harnessed. Voltaic cells and solar panels are most effective when exposed to direct sunlight. This renewable energy source is harnessed during the day to generate electricity or heat water.
Okay, that solar energy is also produced. That is useful, very much useful for our human beings. Yes, next one.
Changing shadows. Throughout the day, the position of the sun changes, resulting in shifting shadows. Shadows cast by objects can change in length, direction, and intensity, depending on the sun's angle. These changing shadows contribute to the dynamic and visually appealing nature of the daytime.
Yes, again, one more point.
Transition to night. Daytime gradually transitions into nighttime as the sun sets below the horizon. The colors of the sky change, the hues of orange, pink, and purple often appearing during the twilight hours before darkness sets in.
Yes. So from morning to evening, some changes are there. So again, one more point. These are some of the key characteristics of daytime. The exact experience of daytime can vary depending on factors such as geographical location, season, and weather conditions. So for these last 7 slides, I was explaining about the characteristics of daytime. Can we generate a night symbolizing all these characters of daytime? This is the question. If we get a question answer to this question, we can understand what is our dosha is. Okay, so we will go to the next step about the night. Night is also having some characteristics, special characteristics which are representable in a simple word or something like that. We will see what are the characteristics of night time.
Nighttime is a period of the day when the sun is below the horizon, resulting in darkness. It has its own distinct characteristics. Here are some of them. Nighttime is characterized by a lack of natural light. With the absence of direct sunlight, the sky appears dark. The visibility is reduced. Artificial lighting, such as street light, moonlight, and indoor lighting, helps to illuminate the environment during the night.
Yes, such a type of night is always welcome. So another characteristic of nighttime is
Moon and stars. One of the prominent features of the night sky is the presence of the moon and stars. The moon, when visible, provides a natural source of illumination, casting a soft glow on the Earth's surface. Stars, on the other hand, twinkle and create patterns in the night sky, offering a sense of wonder and beauty.
yes. Next one,
Cooler temperatures. Nighttime is often associated with cooler temperatures compared to the warmth of the daytime. As the sun sets, the Earth's surface loses heat, resulting in a gradual drop in temperature. This cooler environment can be refreshing and conducive to rest and sleep.
so next one,
Reduced human activity. Nighttime is generally a period of reduced human activity. Many individuals retreat to their homes and engage in activities such as relaxation, sleep, or spending time with family and friends. Businesses may close, and the pace of urban areas tends to slow down during the night.
yes, next one,
Serenity and calm. Nighttime often brings a sense of serenity and calmness. The quieter environment, reduced human activity, and dimmer lighting contribute to a more peaceful atmosphere. This can be conducive to relaxation, introspection, and a break from the hustle and bustle of the day.
so the point I want to specify here is reduced human activity. Yes, next one,
Sleep and rest. Nighttime is the primary period of sleep and rest for humans. The darkness and quieter surroundings promote the release of sleep inducing hormones, facilitating restorative rest. Adequate sleep during the night is essential for maintaining overall health and well being.
yes, next one,
Transition to day. Nighttime gradually transitions into daytime as the sun rises above the horizon. The sky brightens and the first rays of the sun begins to illuminate the surroundings. This transition marks the beginning of a new day and a return to the characteristics of daytime.
yes. These are some of the key characteristics of nighttime, as we know. The experience of nighttime can vary depending on factors such as location, season, and human activity in the area. So, can we generate a night symbolizing all these characters which we have discussed in the last 7 slides of night in one word? That is the question which we have to answer. Transformation or conversion or shifting or displacement from night to day and vice versa, day to night, occurs at every fraction of second. So we may think that morning is there for some hours. Actually, for every fraction of second, it is displacing from day to night. Every fraction of, according to the mathematical calculations, every fraction of seconds is having some transformations. Can we generate a name symbolizing all these characters to in a one name or something like that? So the acharyas have discussed, as we were discussed in the 7 steps, how to make a darshana, how to make a philosophy, or how to say what to say, what are the things are happening. So the characteristics of daytime are summarized or symbolized. All the things of daytime here named as pitta, and the characters of nighttime are summarized or symbolized as kapha. And the characteristics like transformation and conversion or shifting or displacement are summarized or symbolized as vata. So the importance of symbolization that we have discussed, and how the steps we have to get a philosophy, that also we have considered. In that, what philosophy says about the generation of life or what is life, that in that context, Sankhya Darshana is having some light on us. So these are the things which I want to say that this is the materialization of Ayurveda. So all the daytime activities we comprise and tell in one word as pitta, and daytime and nighttime as kapha, and the transformation as vata. So we derived 2 formulas as baseline characters or changes occurring in our body are named as pitta, kapha, and vata. And second one, the dhatu, living body, is regulated by tridoshas. That is, of course, whatever is happening in the universe will be having an impact on our body also. So our dhatus are influenced or regulated by these tridoshas. So these are the references I have taken to say that materialization of Ayurveda as yavandaha purishe मूर्तिमंदो भाव विशेषाः तावन्द एव अस्मिन् स्रोतसां प्रकार विशेषाः. From Charaka Vimana, 5th chapter, that is Srota Vimana. So whatever is there in the universe, that is there in our body, and whatever there is in the body, it is there in the universe also. As in the previous classes, Dr. Prasad sir and Dr. Harshal sir, everybody used to say this thing. Whatever is there in the universe, I am also part and parcel of this universe. So whatever is happening in the universe will be having a reflection or an impact on my body. And the second reference I have taken is from Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasana 12th chapter, as while describing about the Virya, Vagbhatasarani says as Ushnam Shidam Didhevanye Viryam Ajakshate Picha Nanatmakam Api Dravyam Agni Somo Mahabalo. Agni Somo, and if it is a Samastabada, comes as Agni Somo Mahabalo. Vyakta Vyaktam Jagat Iva Nadikramadi Jaduchil Tatroshnam Brahma Trit Glani Swedadaha Asupagitaha Shamam Chavataka Payoho Karodi Shishiram Punaha Adanam Jivanam Stambham Prasadam Vyaktapittayoho. From these 2 quotations, we can come to a conclusion that what is there, these are the representation of daytime, nighttime, and its transformations. Of course, I have taken so many references from ChatGPT and other classical texts, and with the opinion of the Vruddha Vaidyas. So this circadian rhythm repeats itself temporally through fractions of seconds to a day, and to a week, and to a fortnight, and to a month, and to a couple of months, to 6 months, to a year, and 12 years, and at the last 120 years. So every 120 years, the same things are happening, repeating one by one. So Kapha is having the characteristics of Prithvi and Jala Mahabhuta, as we have discussed yesterday and day before yesterday. Pitta is having the characteristics of Agni. Of course, some difference of or additions are there. Agni plus Jala Mahabhuta, that is just an additional knowledge. And Vada is having the characteristics of Vayu and Akasha Mahabhuta. So for every reaction, we will be having there is a result and a byproduct. That is a universal law. For every reaction, there will be a result and a byproduct. So result is body, as we have discussed from the Panchamahabhuta, Sharira Samavayi Purushaha. So result is body, and Dhatu is Dhatus are 7 types, and byproducts are removable waste materials, removable mala. So these are the things about dosha, dhatu, and malas. And if dhatus are disturbed by increased doshas, they have to be eliminated. And if dhatus are disturbed by decreased doshas, they have to be supplemented. And elimination or supplementation of doshas is named as treatment or chikitsa. So elimination or supplementation is chikitsa in a broad sense. And take a message. That is the most important thing I want to say in front of you is the take home message. Yes.
Take home message. To say, Ayurveda has originated from nature by observation, experimentation, realization, and materialization. Three doshas symbolize happenings in a day. The exact experience can vary depending on factors such as geographical location, season, and weather conditions. The circadian rhythm repeats itself temporarily through fractions of seconds to a day, and so on to 120 years.
So this is a take-home message from the from my subject, materialization of doshas. Thank you so much, and especially I want to thank the whole team, which who are behind this program. So thank you so much, and my special thanks to Miss Alka Singh, who has read these quotations and at different stages. Thank you so much.
धन्यवाद सर। अब हम क्वेश्चनेयर के लिए और डिस्कशन के लिए आएंगे। पार्टिसिपेंट्स जो भी क्वेश्चन पूछना चाह रहे हैं या इस टॉपिक से रिगार्डिंग डिस्कशन करना चाहते हैं तो वो अपने चैट बॉक्स में हमें डालें। पार्टिसिपेंट्स आप अपने क्वेश्चंस जो है वो यहाँ पूछ सकते हैं चैट बॉक्स में, और डिस्कशन के लिए भी आप यहाँ टाइप कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू। डॉक्टर बैट्सी।
Yes, doctor.
आपके पास अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप पूछ सकती हैं।
Yeah, okay, sir. So there's a question. Is dosha a material?
What are the other options?
That's just this only, sir. Is dosha a material?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to say, it is not a concept. It is not a conceptual thing. We have to attribute these things to our body. That means whatever is happening in the nature will be having a reflect on us also. So that to say, it is a Dravya. Again, we are going for the Pancha Mahabhutas. Another darshana as that is Vaisheshika Darshana, as the body is constituted out of tanmatras, like that. So these tanmatras, when the jiva is also there, and if that is performing some works, which is already reflecting in the nature. So nature is a Dravya, like that our body is also a Dravya. So that will be Pancha Mahabhutalpaga. And in coordination or the help of Sankhya Darshana and Vaisheshika Darshana. So body is a material. Body is a material. When the Jivatma is coming to the body, it works, whatever is there. So coming back, whether it is a material, whether it is a question is, Dosha is a material. Dosha is a material, no doubt, because in another place, Charaka says it is as a Dravya. So materialization, what I meant here is the formation or realization, how it is realized, how it has come to existence, what are the basic principles and the philosophy behind that. That was my question. It is a material. You see, or as in other word, in Ayurvedic word, let me say it as Dravya. So for the definition of Dravya also, there is a Charaka says it as Etrashridaha Karma Gunaha Karanam Samavayi Yet Tadravya. That is a Dravya. So it is a Dravya, body is a Dravya. And the transformation from Adravya to Dravya, that is the philosophy behind the Sankhya Darshana. First, Prakriti, which is all the things are coming out of this Prakriti, and Prakriti with the help of Purusha produces Mahatattva and Ahangara, and then from Ahangara the Pancha Tanmatras are formed, and Pancha Tanmatras make these Pancha Bhutas, then from Pancha Bhutas the human body or any living body is manufactured, let me use that word. So Dosha is a material, no doubt. But identifying the dosha, how we can identify the dosha? That is the next question, which should have been along with this material or not. Anyway, how we can understand that? We can understand only by, which is told in the classics as subjective, as the gunas have been told. Some gunas are being told for Vada, Pitta, and Kapha. With that gunas, we have to identify that Vada is there, Pitta is there, Kapha is there. Of course, Agni also we have to include in this matter, not as a dosha. You see, Tatra, Ruksho, Leku, Shida, Khara, Sukshma, Stalo, Nilaha. With these characters, we have to identify it is just for an identification of subjective identification of dosha. Vada, Pitta, with Pittam, Sasrahati, Shosham, Lekuvisram, Sarandavam, and Kapha by Nikashiro, Guru Mandahas, Lakshma, Rasna, Tirakapha. With these gunas, we have to identify the dosha. Again, one more, some discussions were there in the previous classes regarding the difference between Agni and Pitta. Pitta is having some gunas like Pittam, Sasnehati, Shosham, Leku, Visram, Saram, Dravam. And that Dravam guna is there. If Drava guna is not there, it is not termed as Pitta, it is termed as Agni. Tekta Dravatwal, Pagadi Karmana, Anala Shabdidam. It is, the terminology is different, but it is Agni. So that also I want to add in this context. So this is my answer towards whether it is a material or not. No doubt it is a material from philosophy to existence. Those steps has to be covered. Then we have to say that it is dosha.
Thank you, sir. The next question is from my side, sir. Is my basic doubt. Whether it is not right question, kindly apologize me. Like we always we tell about we have 3 doshas. But I'm saying like there are 5 doshas are there. 3 sharika dosha and 2 mansika dosha. So where we have to incorporate this mansika dosha, like the daytime and this circadian rhythm, is there any lacuna to fill this mansika dosha?
That's a wonderful question. Where we place this manasika doshas, and of course we should not say that it is all our manasika doshas. We can say manasika gunas, like sattva, rajas, tamas. You are referring to that terminology, is it not? Sattva, rajas, and tamas. Am I correct?
Sir, I'm focusing on rajas and tamas only because they are considered as the mansika doshas, right, sir?
Oh, of course. And of course, rajas, tamas, and sattviga. These are the gunas, manasika gunas actually. In that, always there is a tendency, as we are used to say that dosha. Dosha, the definition is dusha in the doshas. That means there is every tendency for to be destroyed or to be manipulated or to be converted into some other things. So in the same way, manasika doshas also are rajas, tamas, and sattva. These are in a broad way we can say it is the manasika gunas, and in that every tendency is there for rajas and tamas to go into the deeper. I mean, rajas to go to tamas. So always negative things we used to say that it is tamas. Okay, so these are the different things. Again, as there are difference of opinions and philosophies. Some Puranas, Vedas, etc., used to say in a confused way, or confused way in another way, that usually what our Ayurvedic stream of science believes that Kapha is having the Tamoguna and Pitta is having the Rajoguna and Vata is having the Sattoguna. That concept is there. And again, going for the next step. Kapha as in Ashtanga Hridaya and all, Kapha Prakriti is appreciated like anything. So that Vagbhatasarani used to say that this is the best Prakriti which is available in the body. So Kapha Prakriti is the topmost. That is the version of Vagbhatasarani. But in the later experiences, some of the acharyas, our elder acharyas used to say that Vata is having the Sattva Guna. You see, always chala. That means always it is having a reformation or parinama is happening due to Vata only. Parinama is a characteristics of Prakriti. So always it is changing. Always changing means Vata is having that Sattva Guna. And tamas in nighttime, we will be, as we are telling about it, Kapha is having a sthira guna. That means it is having a tamo guna. And rajas is helping the vada dosha to perform more as a background heater. And it does the duties of the pitta. So pitta is rajas, kapha is tamas, and vada is sattva. That version is there. And another version again as vata as tamoguna pradhana, pitta as rajoguna pradhana, and kapha as sattoguna pradhana. So always it is there is a confusion between the gunas, the relation between the gunas and the rajas and tamas with the doshas. That is happening. And another thing, there are so many other influencing factors also there. You see the characters of the personality. Personality, though is a vada prakriti, he can be a sattva guna is there. That we have to increase step by step. That also we can do by Ashtanga Yoga, just Yama, Niyama, etc., etc. Those are the steps which has been advised for persons to attain a moksha or to attain a satisfaction. a level of super level of satisfaction. So such Ashta yogas that also can be exercised. So what I want to say is there are directly we cannot say that this guna is we can see in this dosha. Like that, as a final word, we cannot say. There are usually we used to say that sattva is there in kapha, rajoguna is there in pitta, and tamoguna is there in vata. Usually we used to say that, but there are influencing factors to say that there are changes over it, like as I was explaining about the characters or our experiences, our duties, and so many things are there, and a place where I have born, and place where I have been brought up, and place where I have the atmosphere or the nature is there, like that. There are so many other factors influencing these things. So as far as my experience goes, we cannot say ultimatum to these things. This is my opinion. Of course, we will be hearing the opinions of chairman and co-chairman. We will go for that. Some questions are there in the chat box, it seems. We will go for one by one.
Yes, sir. First question is by Dr. Pragya Prakriti. What is the symbolic identification of dosha?
Again, again, I am struggling to answer for this question. Doshas are represented or symbolic. Doshas are symbolic, and vice versa also. The symbolism of doshas we can observe in Prakriti, daytime, nighttime, and the transformation. That much I can give, it seems. If I say more than that, it may be a philosophical background. We are Ayurveda is a material science, observational science. So let us not go further. Let me not go further into the philosophies.
So next question is by Dr. Ravi Bhatt. Can you tell reference of Pitta as Rajo Guna and Vata as Sattva Guna?
Yes. Bhagavata Purana straightly says that Vada is Sattva Guna. And Pitta is Rajo Guna. In Ashtanga we can get it while describing about the Deha Prakriti. There are references.
The next question by Dr. Anushree. Sir, color and taste has been told for Kapha and Pitta by Susruta. How to understand this?
Color we
Shall I
have to
repeat the
observe it.
question?
It is a good question. Again, I'm struggling with the answers. I think chairman and co-chairman will be helping me in the at last. Of course, I'm struggling with the answer. Whatever we see with our eyes, it is pratyaksha. It is realization with pratyaksha. Aksham prati atyaksha, the colors. Pitta, colors of Pitta, colors of Kapha, and of course, color is there for Vata also. Some blackish color, etc., are there. I'm struggling with the answer.
So one of the question is there. Sir, dosha is a word often used as a negative thing. Is dosha a negative thing or a positive thing or a neutral thing?
That's a good question. I really appreciate. Anyway, that's a good question. Even I want to express it. You see, dosha is a positive statement. No doubt. As far as Ayurveda is concerned, for technical terms, Ayurveda is having its own technical terms and all. So here in Ayurveda, dosha is considered as a positive word only. If it is in Prakrita Avastha means without vitiation, it is giving and it nourishes our body. Okay, all the three doshas will nourish our body. If it is in Vaikrita avastha or vitiated stage, it destroys ourselves. Vikrita avikrita deham khandite vardhayandicha. So dosha, as far as Ayurveda persons are concerned, it is a technical term. Paribhasha, that is the word paribhasha we used to the definition. Definition of dosha in Ayurveda as given as in a positive manner only. But there is a precaution also. There is every chance, if you are not living in as per the advices of the Dinacharya and Rutucharya and all other charyas, if you are not living in that manner, there is every chance for these doshas, those are helping us, will be vitiated and it will be destroying our body. Dushayandi iti dosha. So, as far as Ayurveda is concerned, it is a positive word. Never think it is a negative word or neutral word. That is so nice.
So next question. Ahankara word is present in almost all Indian languages. How is it different from the concept of Ahankara in Ayurveda?
It is not a word in Ayurveda. Ahankara is the word which has been given and narrated in Srishti Vikasa Krama by Sankhya Darshana. So that Ahankara means usually in all our languages, Indian languages, Ahankara means something proud. There are two words, just like proud, and another word maybe ego. Yes, ego. Ego in our languages, Indian languages, the Ahankara means ego. But in Sankhya Darshana, it says as proud. I have to be proud myself. And that's why aham karodi iti ahankaraha. I am going to do it. That is a concept in that Srishti Vikasa Krama by the word ahankara. So these three types of ahankaras are producing the 11 indriyas as well as 5 tanmatras. So there it means proud, whereas in our languages, ahankara means ego. So this may be the answer for this.
Sir, another question by Shubham. Shubham, are you there? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You can ask your question, please.
Sir, one general guideline for Pika Rajaguna.
I did not get you properly. Hello? Hello, Mr.
Sir, Mr.
Shubham?
Mr. Shubham is asking a
he's
general
asked-
guideline for Pitta Rajoguna.
Pitta Guna and Rajoguna or Pitta Rajoguna.
Sir, you can explain 3 of them, no issues.
That's okay. Fine. Pitta Guna, we can understand by the the gunas which have been narrated in the first chapter of Ashtanga as Pittam, Sasneha, Tishna, Ushnam, Lekhu, Visram, Saram, Dravam, or the characters of the daytime. Let me symbolize like that. Okay, the characters of daytime we can see in our body, and with that we will consider it as Pitta. And the Rajoguna, another one, is it not? Rajoguna, am I correct? Rajoguna. So Rajoguna is the character, the guna of Manas, or which we can attribute to the Manas, and in that Manas, this Rajoguna have an influence. So many characters have been narrated in our classics in Shushruta, Sharira, first chapter. What are the gunas of Raja, etc. Elaborated. So these are the two things: Pitta Rajoguna, Pitta gunas and Rajogunas.
Sir, there is another question. How to analyze the Anjali Pramana for dosha? It is asked by Dr. P. Subramanian.
Yes. I think I am, of course, This is a good question. Even I am having for the last 40 years, I am in the field of Ayurveda. I am having the same doubt, same question, and it has been never answered in a proper way. That proper way means which is understandable or acceptable to me. Okay, so there some commentaries we can see as para and apara, just like para ojas and apara ojas. This concept of this matras may be para dosha, para doshas and para ojas. Likewise, para doshas, vada, pitta and kapha. It may be like that. I am so sorry. It is a question for me also. I did not get it at all. We will ask for our chairman and co-chairman while they were concluding. They will be explaining it in a proper way, it seems. I'm also helpless in that question. Any more questions?
So one more question is there. With reference to Vayo Ahoratri Bhuktanam quotation, can you please explain your concept?
Can you repeat the
Vayo
quotation?
Ahoratri Bhuktanam.
Vayohoratri Bhuktana. Te Andamadhyadhiga.
Vayo Ahoratri.
So temporally, I was asking from this circulation of Pitta, Kapha and Vada, it occurs from the fraction of seconds to 120 years. That was the intention which I have put that slide. From every fraction of second, I mean, I have explained in a day. Again, we can divide that time into three as Kaphagala, Pittagala, and Vadagala. Again, this Kaphagala can be divided into three as Vadagala, Kaphagala, Pittagala, and Vadagala. Again, each one. So, like that, from the least, the fraction of second to 120 years, it is repeated. That is temporarily. That slide is so important. And of course, I did not get from my idea these words just because I have put forth these things in front of engineers, and they told that this is happening there. That is the word. The proper word is temporally. That means in continuation. It is repeated like that from the beginning, from the fraction of seconds to the to 120 years. So our lifespan is supposed to be 120 years in the beginning, or in the Balagala, Kapha, and in the Madhyamagala, Pitta, and in the evening, in the older age, it is Vata. Like that, it is there. From there, that is what I am telling. From one day, I have explained, and for 7 days, you can the influence of sun, moon, and Kuja, Bhutha, etc. 7 days are there. Each day are having its own influence on that. Again, 2 weeks are having one paksha is having another influence, and 2 paksha to 1 month is having some influence, and 1 month to 2 months, that is Ridu, that is also having an influence, and 1 year is having an influence, and like that it goes to 1 year and 12 years, then 120 years, like that. So it is repeating. I mean, what I did not get a proper word other than this temporally. It is temper is there. It is not temporally, it is temporally. Okay, my pronunciation may be a different one. Temper, that tempo is there. It is keeping like that from the fraction of second to the 120 years. This word also I got from the engineers only, that temporally, temper must be tempo. Sorry, tempo. The word tempo is elaborated that tempo is there. Okay, this is the answer which I can give you for Vyas and Ahas. That time also that we have discussed. Ratri also again I have discussed. Ratri Bhuktana in Bhojana also. First Kapha is increased, then Pitta, then Vata is there. That is that digestion process is very well explained in classics. Ado and Pupusa is formed, that is Kapha. Then the Parinama is happening, that is Pitta. Then Kadurasa Pradhana will be there, that will be forming this vata. Like that, digestion process also explained very well in our classes. Any more questions?
धन्यवाद सर. पार्टिसिपेंट्स अगर आप
Yes.
और क्वेश्चन पूछना चाह रहे हैं तो प्लीज चैट बॉक्स में डालिए.
So one more question is there. So it is told us Vata is Amurta. Could you please explain that concept?
Vata is a Amurta Dravya. When we have to understand, when we can understand that Kapha as a Murta Dravya, we should understand that Amurta Dravya also. Amurta, Vata is Amurta Dravya, which that means we cannot understand by touch or by, as a matter. We cannot take it in our hand or in a bottle. We cannot take it. So it is an Amurta Dravya, and of course, this Amurta Dravya, when it is compressed or it is solidified or put together, no gap is there. Just like in a football, it is very well packed, and such packing of this vata may produce some disease. It is called gulma. Pinditatwal amurtobi murtottomiba samsritaha. It is a amurta dravya, and when it is compactly packed, we will be having a characteristic as pinda, and then it is named as a disease named as gulma. Gulma ityabhidhiyate. Pinditatwad amurtobi murtottomiba samsritaha. This quotation is from Gulma Nidana of Ashtangardaya and Ashtanga Sangraha. So it is a Amurta Dravya. When we can get an idea about the Murta Dravya, we should get the idea of Amurta Dravya also. Okay, that is the answer which I can give you.
Dr. Betsy, any more questions?
Yes, ma'am. One more question is there. Sir, how does the external factors or the prakriti affects our dosha? How does the external factors or the prakriti affects our dosha?
You see, external, whatever is happening externally, it is having an influence on us. It is a very simple logic. Okay, we are a part and parcel of this nature. Whatever is there in the nature, it is reflected on our body, no doubt about it. Okay, so to say, otherwise, let us go to a sunny day outside, and some used to say that I am so tired and my kapha has increased, like that. Kapha has come out from the head to the body, like that we used to say. That means there is a direct influence on us, no doubt at all, because both are same, both are part and parcel of our nature. Any more questions?
The last one question is there. So how to understand the Sannipataja dosha stage of a disease, especially in case of cancer?
Let us discuss this thing in another chapter or another seminar. That is easy, it seems, because first thing is, it is not concerned with our topic today. Today's my topic. Of course, I can tell you, but we can have another seminar for this Sannipadaja aspects of cancer or any disease. How to understand that, how to go for the treatment. Like that, we will discuss in another part. I think we will discuss it later.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर पी गौरीशंकर सर. अब मैं डॉक्टर बेट्सी को आमंत्रित करूंगी कि वो आगे का सेशन जो है वो कंटिन्यू करें चेयरमैन और को चेयरमैन के साथ.
Thank you, Pratibha ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Anil Kumar Shukla, sir, for the co-chair note. Before that, I would like to give introduction to him. He is currently working as professor in the Department of Dravya Guna. He has teaching experience of 22 years and research experience of 24 years. He has published around 11 research papers in various journals. He has appeared as resource person in more than 20 national and international conferences, workshops, symposia, seminars, and CME. He has been awarded with various awards in the field of Ayurveda for his excellent research work. He has also published a book on the subject of Dravya Guna. Sir, please.
So thanks, Dr. Vetsi, for introducing me. And
Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste,
Namaste.
Gourisankar sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste. It's a very long time we facing each other,
Yes, sir.
but we are in touch with the phone and
Yes, sir.
emails.
Yes,
So
sir.
thank you once and again to the organizers. At outset, I would like to thank Dr. Vagbhatasarani and Glocal University of Medical Sciences and Hyderabad University of Sanskrit and our organizers and the team of the organizers who is organizing a very good concept-based this conference. And the topic of Dosh pe Charcha. So it was very interesting that Dr. Gourisankar sir, Professor Gourisankar sir correlated this today's this Vata Tridosha thing with the different colors of the signals, traffic signals. You must all have seen with the narrations. And this day and time, daytime and night time with this pitta and kapha, the transformation of the vata. So nice interpretation by Dr. Gourisankar sir. We appreciate, and a lot of our participants also actively participated in the many questions were there, and you rightly and you tried your best to answer the things. There are limitations also, sir, and organizers informed us that the time will be up to 6 p.m. only. So I think Mahesh Vyas are also there to speak on this. He's a 30 on this Samhita things. I want to just add that everything in this our body is related with the things in the in our environment like Loka Purush Samya Siddhanta. The Dosha also, you know, the Vat Pitta Kapha is related with the Chandra Sum and Vayu, and many people ask or students ask the same thing also, and that's why they're called the three pillars of our body, the Tre Stambha. You know, the Ahar in the Brahmacharya Tre Upastambha, but Tre Stambha is our with Vat Pitta Kapha. Three pillars may call also the three pillars also, because they hold our body and they form out this dosa form our body constitution. So for the Satayu, you know that everybody here for dharma, arth, kam, moksha things, this four purusha chatushta, dharma, arth, kam, moksha. To attain this four purusha chatushta, one must be healthy. Dharma, arth, hello, dharma, arth, kam, mokshanam, arogyam, muluttamam. So arogya is healthy body is required for to attain this dharma, arth, kama, and moksha. For this arogyata, the dosha must be in the equilibrium. So this vat pitta kapha should be in equilibrium by our act, our diet, and our every act, like day and time. In our ritucharya, in a dincharya also it is mentioned in details, and we have to follow all those instructions given by our acharya on this. Particularly dincharya and ritucharya. In this corona time also we feel felt that the whoever they followed the dincharya and ritucharya thing, they suffered less in this corona things. And there are many examples for development of vata pitta kapha. You know that at the time of our conception only, this prakriti decided this sperm and ovum have this vata dominance, or like dosa dominance decided the prakriti. So accordingly, this they have prakriti decided. Similarly, manas prakriti like sattvic, rajas, tamas, as it is described by Gourisankar sir. And there are a lot of things. I think today's lecture was more on the philosophical, on the correlation on this environment, lok and purush samya things. And I congratulate Dr. Gourisankar for nice interpretation and that all the teams to organize this. I'll be happy here to hear Professor Vyas, sir. Thank you, organizers. Hello.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Mahesh Vyas, sir, who is the chairman of this session. He is the Dean and Head, Department of Basic Principle, All India Institute of Ayurveda, New Delhi. He's having teaching experience of 25 years. Sir has published more than 171 research papers in various national and international seminars. He is also a member of various national committees. Sir has delivered more than 500 lectures in national and international conference. Sir, please.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, Mahesh Vyas, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Sahasraksham Ganadhisham Sugurum cha Saraswatim Janakam Janayatrim cha Shastrado Pranamamyam. Namaskar and good afternoon to all. Before I start speaking about today's session, first and foremost, I want to say that I am very much happy for being a part of this national webinar on Dosh par Charcha. I want to thank all the organizers of Vagbhatasarani for inviting me to this event. The topic selected for the webinar, that is Dosh pe Charcha, is very relevant topic. The concept of dosha is the basic and an important fundamental principle of Ayurveda. All the other important concepts and various Siddhanta told in Ayurveda Samhita revolves around this Tridosh theory. More and more understanding of dosha is required to be achieved, so discussion on this topic is really appreciable. The idea of inviting...
आवाज क्रैक हो रही है. Yes, sir.
Maybe due to network problem.
सर ये वीडियो ऑफ, सर आप वीडियो ऑफ कर लेंगे तो आवाज क्लियर आएगी शायद.
Okay. The idea of inviting experts from different parts of the country and providing them this platform where they can put forth their expert view on this particular topic is a very noble approach of the organizers. And for this, I want to congratulate the entire organizing team for this wonderful idea. This session topic on materialization of dosha is also a very unique addition to this webinar. Although in Ayurveda, most of the literature available on dosha focuses on the subjective parameters and very less is told regarding the objectivity of doshas. Their vriddhi and hras is also told on the basis of the aggravation of their respective prakrit karma. In Samhita, prakrit and vikrit karma or avastha is told only in terms of sign and symptoms, that is on the basis of their respective lakshanas. I must say that today's session proceedings is one such addition to this work. We have come one step forward in this regard, as in today's session, our distinguished speaker, Dr. P. Gourisankar sir, has given a very enlightening and enriching lecture. He had presented a wonderful deliberation. He had given brilliant insight to the topic of this session. He has very efficiently covered almost every important aspect of the topic. Being a very good speaker, P. Gourisankar sir has very efficiently presented his opinion and has highlighted important area on the concept of doshas, sir has very efficiently explained the topic by giving relevant examples. The concept of Lok Purush Samya Siddhanta has been very logically taken up by the sir, correlating the function of three traffic light with the corresponding functions of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Then proper explaining the function of changes in day and night. The comparison used by the sir in his lecture is really very appreciable. It is really a very different and unique example chosen by the sir in explaining the Tridosh function in body. Such a fantastic way of explaining Lok Purush Samya Siddhanta with different examples. Sir has very scientifically and very logically explained the topic. Definitely his opinion and knowledge that he shared today with all of us is very knowledgeable, enhancing to all the listeners. I also want to appreciate my co-chairperson, Dr. Anil Shukla ji, a person of extraordinary intellect. He had also very remarkably covered up the important concept of doshas. Professor Shukla ji has added more quality to today's session. And after listening to both of them, I think so many important concepts and areas related to dosha has been covered so far. So, in my opinion, the objective of today's session had been successfully achieved. The speaker and my co-chairperson has very efficiently contributed their knowledge to the central idea of today's session. So, with this, I conclude my talk. And once again, I extend my thanks to all the listeners and at last to the organizers for providing me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Pradeepa to conclude the session.
धन्यवाद डॉक्टर बैट्सी। हमारे चेयरमैन को चेयरमैन सर के लिए अगर किसी के पास कोई क्वेश्चन है तो आप लोग चैट बॉक्स में डाल सकते हैं। इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट कि अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो आप चैट बॉक्स में डाल सकते हैं।
Ma'am, I think we can conclude the session.
जी मैडम। वाग्भटसरनी ग्लोकल कॉलेज ऑफ आयुर्वेदिक मेडिकल साइंसेस सहारनपुर उत्तर प्रदेश, कर्नाटक संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालय और डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ संस्कृत स्टडीज, स्कूल ऑफ ह्यूमैनिटीज, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ हैदराबाद की तरफ से डॉक्टर पी गौरीशंकर सर, जो कि हमारे इस सेशन के रिसोर्स पर्सन रहे हैं, उनको ई सर्टिफिकेट जारी किया जाता है। धन्यवाद सर, आपके बहुमूल्य समय और आपके बहुमूल्य ज्ञान जो हम सबको मिला।